President Joe Biden was last seen 5 days ago, having a harder time getting through 12 steps than an alcoholic. Then Hulk Hogan said this:
"Let Trumpomania run wild, brother! Let Trumpomania rule again!"
And Biden immediately quit his campaign for president, making way for her, the new leader of the Democrat Party. Although this literally looks like a scene from a sitcom or reality television, none of what I just showed you was a lie. And worse yet, future kids in elementary school will likely learn about how Trumpomania ended the presidential campaign of the so-called most popular president in history to make way for a talk show host's ex-girlfriend, or how a bullet hit Trump in the face but somehow ended up killing the other guy's career. As previously, Biden stated he may develop a disease and resign for Kamala.
I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign.
Then earlier this month, Biden, or whoever controls Biden's Twitter account, clearly stated he was going to stay in the presidential race. Then a couple weeks later, on a Sunday, he's releasing a letter announcing that he's dropping out, stating that he's going to focus on his presidential duties instead, but later this week, he'll say why he dropped out, without an official letterhead, presidential seal, and an oddly unfamiliar signature that has many people questioning who exactly wrote and signed this letter. As a day after he dropped out, Biden's doctor, as in his physician, not this Dr. Biden, but his physician, stated that he's fine after receiving his 10th dose of Paxlovid, as apparently focusing on his presidential duties means doing absolutely nothing.
We were told that President Biden has no public events on his schedule for tomorrow, and then the rest of the week is just blank. They are trying to figure out what exactly to do with him.
As for an entire week, he has completely cleared his schedule. So when the Israeli Prime Minister arrives, neither Biden nor Harris are there to greet him. So he then requests a meeting with President Trump. And as Biden had not been seen in over 5 days, people were concerned as Harris was suddenly taken off to Delaware, reporting on a massive no-fly zone put up around the area. But it wasn't Kamala mourning the end of Biden's campaign, but celebrating the beginning of her own. And it's insane, but people searching "Is Biden alive?" is now skyrocketing past searches of how to donate to Harris. Now, I'm not saying there's this sudden mass media cover-up for Biden being gone. I'm saying they've been covering up for Biden being gone for over 4 years now, so nothing would surprise me. Because what most people are missing is that the corporate media only imploded after the debates, where the majority of Americans finally saw how badly Biden's brain has been for his entire presidency. And even though we've been talking about it for over 4 years, everybody else is just starting to realize how openly the media lies, all the way until it's too obvious to deny. So when Americans are concerned why nobody has seen him in nearly a week, he won't even show up on a video feed, just a strangely sounding Biden calling into Kamala's campaign.
And so I want to say hello to Kamala if she can hear me. I know she's going to be speaking shortly. And I want to say to the team, embrace her. She's the best. I want to call today to thank everybody in this effort. I've got 6 months left in my presidency. I'm determined to get as much done as I possibly can.
And when Kamala went on stage, she refers to her husband as if she's the current president. And then slips this out.
Joe, I know you're still on the call.
And I don't know about you, but it does sound like she was about to say, "I know you're still on the recording." Now, I know this doesn't confirm anything, but whenever Biden is speaking in complete coherent sentences, it's typically him reading off a script with his editors cutting it together after. So I'm more inclined to believe this was a recording than a genuine phone call. But then again, Kamala sounded somewhat sentient when she normally says things like this.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically that's wrong.
So it's a sad day for America, but more specifically liberal voters, as apparently the Democrats define saving democracy as choosing your candidate for you. As in 2016 they wanted Bernie and got Hillary. In 2020 they wanted Bernie, possibly Tulsi, but then got Biden. And in 2024 they voted for Biden, but instead get the cackler-in-chief. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on what happens when celebrities find out that supporting Biden no longer protects them.